Good morning, Heath, Wolpa Firearms Training. Let's talk about the complex malfunction remediation. Often people refer to this as a double feed, but on the handgun it's really not a double feed. It's just a failure to extract of the old case, and there's no path for the new one to get in. So we'll set it up and talk about ways to clear it. So empty cartridge case, preferably one that's not been stepped on and isn't all corroded. Insert it into and keep your muzzle pointed downhill. Take a magazine, insert it gently, and then ride the slide forward. And now you've set up a failure to extract. I've heard it referred to as a lot of different things, but again, it's a failure to extract. Now, part of the problems we have is things are bound up, and sometimes this can be a little bit difficult for people to get out, but we need to relieve tension. We need to get a round out, and then we need to gas the gun up. So one of the more complex ways to fix the complex malfunction is to first stimulus. Press the trigger, and it's not going to be the same because the slide's out of battery, and you're not going to get that firing pin or hammer drop depending on the type of pistol system that you're using. So we press the trigger, and it feels wrong. It feels different than the click. So lock the slide to the rear, rip the magazine out, and vigorously rack until you see the item come out 2 to 3 times. Insert, and then we need to load. So that's kind of the long process to fix it. Now, depending on your gun, and you should deconflict this with the firearm that you're using and make sure that it works every time before you go to it. There's some other ways to fix it that I think are much faster. So again, take the empty spent cartridge case and get it inserted. This is usually the hardest part for me with big hands. Put the magazine in, ride the slide forward. So another way to fix this is to press and hold the magazine release with the gun in an up and down vertical position. So press and hold the magazine release and then continue to rack the slide. Problems fall free, you have to have another magazine, go to that one, and then chamber the round, and you've completed the process of fixing it. That one works really good on the Glock shooting platform and the SIG 320 and a few others that I've had the opportunity to try it on. But again, you want to make sure it works on your platform, and you also want to make sure that you have another magazine to go to if you're going to use that particular technique. Now, setting it up one more time, this is my preferred method that works consistently for my shooting platform, and that is to rip the mag out, so unload and then load it and then rack it, and that works really good for this gun and this platform. So I've got it all set up, it's bound up. Get in and grab the mag and rip it out, put it right back in, rack it, and you've resolved the problem. Again, make sure that it works for your firearm every time, and then practice the technique that works best for you. And if you use that second technique, you got to make sure you always have another magazine to go to because there's no retention. And while we're talking about retention, there's a few different ways. I prefer holding on to the magazine like an OK. I've seen another one successfully where people will come out, open their pinky and grab it here so they can manipulate. You could also just take it out and stow it, or stow it in an armpit. Whatever you do, you need to have a way that you can run the slide of the gun vigorously without dropping it, especially if it's a retention needed technique that you don't have any other mags to go to in the gun. So mag out, mag in, rack. That's my preferred technique for this shooting platform. I hope that helps you when you encounter a complex malfunction.